Hi. Hey guys. It is me, Jemn, and it is Thursday. I kind of missed yesterday um, because when I get up to teach on Wednesdays, it's like I slept 9.5 hours Tuesday night, woke up Wednesday, and as far as I finally got some good sleep, so I was just ecstatic about that. Um, if it, one thing about being home in quarantine, routine is very important, and I think that it really affects how we sleep and how we think and all that stuff. So Wednesday for my last virtual classroom, I played video games with my kids, and this is the game that I had bought and shown them and did it in class my first semester. And it's called I Dissent, a game of supreme opinions, and it's like a really interesting take on supreme or things. And so, like, a hot dog is a sandwich, and then they have to argue it, right? So I simplified the game because we're online, and I didn't have, I couldn't get them cards and different stuff. So I have one kid who there's a lot of noise in the background, so she types all her answers, and I have another kid who was verbal, but he wouldn't show his picture. So, and that was in my first class. And it was pretty awesome having just even the dialogue to see what these kids really find as. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my sound is a little bit okay. But, seeing what their opinions are on things like can a bar of soap can be dirty? And so, like, they could argue it, right? Bare feet are gross. Well, you gotta fuck that, but I can't say that with my students. But with adults, I think it would be a different outcome. But it's really good and I use it because it makes them provide evidence or their reasoning why they have this opinion. And if we agree, it's not going to be a big deal. But it's when you have the opposing viewpoints, it's really a good thing to be able to explain yourself. So, having said that, my coach, I have a weight loss coach. So, that was Wednesday. Today is the day before the last day of the semester. And I have this kid, and I just have to show you, like, I kid you not, I've had probably 6 notifications in the last hour from one student who has not logged on and is trying to get makeup work done. Really? Really? Tomorrow's the last day of school. Everything's due tomorrow. I'm not taking nothing. I'm not reading his stuff. I'm not giving him that blessing. Okay? I did, however, so anyway, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Little ADHD mind. Um, so I'm dealing with these kids that are the day before the last day of school trying to make up stuff. And these are like my honors kids. These aren't the kids that are like driving me crazy. These are the other kids that shouldn't be driving anybody crazy, especially me. But I'm having a really rough time right now with them. And anyway, I just got to the point, like, I'll give you some credit, but I'm not going to go back in and change grades for that quarter or whatever. It's done. It's been done for 2 months. So anyway, that's this whole always happens. They didn't know what their grade was when I emailed on last Monday. And I said email communications. I have tracks and tracks and tracks of documentation. That's one thing about teachers. But anyway, tomorrow we have an emergency staff meeting at 2 o'clock talking about shutting down the school for the year, for the school year. And it's a real big deal for me because I'm moving to another school. And so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to either get my stuff out of this school if she can wait until the last week, the week after next week. Because this morning I got my closing information. So if you don't know about that, in this quarantine world that I'm in, I'm also buying a house. I can't believe this is happening. I mean, y'all just don't have any idea. This is shocking for me. So the state of North Carolina tomorrow is going to come off the stay at home order or stay in place, whatever that is. As far as to the 22nd. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, salons can open up, restaurants can open up to half capacity. Salons have to have appointments and they have to be wearing PPE. If they don't have it on, they have to wash their hands as soon as they come in. I mean, we're talking about it's all super sanitary stuff, right? So I'm loving it because my feet need some love. Don't know though. I'm gonna go in there though. There might be a line. So anyway, I know that some of these people have been working out of the hotels from what my students told me, which is shocking to me. But we're just gonna leave that alone. But it's making it very interesting coming out of going into phase 2 of the COVID virus, coming out. And in North Carolina, the numbers keep going up. They're not stabilizing, they're not dropping, they're going up. And that disturbs me, not gonna lie. So I went to Home Depot last week. I think I shared this earlier. No masks, nothing. Now I'm at home, and of course I don't have a mask on, but when I go out, I have my mask in the car, put that on, and I go in the store, and I'm looking around, and there are people with no masks on whatsoever. I'm in shock. And their kids don't have masks. And I'm like, anyway. So I have a little trepidation there, but I'm more concerned that people are going to start going back to what they used to do. Like things are back to normal. We're not going to back to normal. So having said that, I am going to take it slowly. I do have a hair appointment on Wednesday of next week. I think it's 11, but Billy's, my guy is just awesome. So anyway, I'm hoping that with our meeting on tomorrow, that it won't conflict with me cleaning up my classroom, and maybe I can switch with somebody for time slot or whatever, because if she happens to put me on that date. But that's Wednesday, the 27th. On the 29th is my closing date. So I'm grateful, very, very grateful. I'm going to be pulling out some nails because I like to have my hands. But I've only closed on one property before. I do have a timeshare, which I'm so shocked I even have. Some of the stuff that's happened to me in the last year, I never thought in a million years I would be here. And maybe because I'm kind of stable now, really stable. But I've been watching all these YouTube videos about doing kitchen counters and cupboards and stuff, because the kitchen is the part that needs, Jesus, the kitchen and the master bath. Everything else is move-in ready. So I'm like, okay, I've got 2 days, I plan on moving like the middle of the month or something like that. So anyway, all that's happening next week. And then I have a training June 1st and June 2nd. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is really, really happening, right? And so there's so much going on. And I think that's why my weight is kind of like steady. And so let's move into the weight loss part. I know I'm mixing up my journeys in my vlog, but it makes it a lot easier for me to share with you when I can kind of keep that track going. But I was doing really good, and I'm still really doing good. Like this is about, I would say, I think I measured it, it's 34 ounces. Yeah, 32, 34 ounces. Depends on if I put ice in it, fill it up all the way, whatever. And I've been filling this up 4 or 5 times a day. Fitness Pal is keeping me straight, but my coach, he's like, okay, what's going on here? What, we're staying pretty at a plateau. So he's very concerned that I have hit plateau again. Woohoo, I took a nap today. How did I, oh no. You see how much I slept? An hour and 2 minutes. I slept for crap. Okay. So anyway, I log in my 32 ounces. I've done, let's see. Well, let's see. Let me fix that. Let's see. 1 before breakfast, after breakfast, before lunch. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, 32, 32, 32, 32. Okay. So my goal every day now is to do approximately, I think I'm trying to do like 120 ounces of water. And so if I'm staying pretty consistent, that's like, I think you can see it, 128. And I am going into log because he was like, you're not doing as well on your food intake as you should, or I'm not logging it. So I have a new meal plan, which is lower calories, which I'm glad I am keeping track of this, because it does help me continue on my journey as far as moving. And so right now my resting heart rate has been, I'm in the fat burn zone right now, which I don't even know how I got there, but which I'm glad that I actually get there. But I think my resting heart rate right now is like 67, and my coach told me 70 is about where everybody's at. And so this has become what I'm going to go to, things that I'm going to go to, like making the zucchini chips. I've had to, throw away a lot of groceries. So yeah, that's what's been happening. I finished my PDP, which is my professional development plan, personal professional development plan. And that's pretty much, I'm supposed to have my summative today, and then tomorrow's the emergency thing. So we'll see what's going on. I went over my 10 that I'm trying to keep it down to 10. I noticed too that I was out of sync, so I renumbered. I love the fact that you can edit, or at least the titles and stuff. So I'm connecting with other people on their weight loss journey on YouTube, and I think that is like going to help me. That helped me the last time I lost weight, and this time it's going to help me too. Tomorrow I'm going to make the big announcement as far as what's going to happen on my birthday. So fingers crossed, loving all that stuff, anyway. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, this is made in 1970. I don't know if you can see it. I love it. It's a great t-shirt. But yep, that means I'll be 50. And I'm excited about it. But anyway, you have a great day. I'll try to be more consistent. And I will talk to you later.